though we won't see a total solar eclipse here in Minnesota, we'll still get to see a partial eclipse. While the first coast-to-coast solar eclipse in the U.S. in 99 years is certainly a moment to witness, health officials are warning to people to be careful about how they watch it. Dr. Sundeep Dev is a local ophthalmologist with Allina Health based in Edina, and you're here to discuss some of the dangers. So, Dr. Dev, we're looking at about 86% here, not a full eclipse. Why in the world, either way, could it be dangerous, full or partial eclipse?
Well, looking directly at the sun's rays can cause irreversible damage because it burns the retina, and unfortunately that's untreatable. So any exposure to the sun is dangerous.
And some people are thinking, you know, we don't have the full eclipse like they have in other parts of the country, Oregon, South Carolina. Is it a big deal for us still?
Definitely, definitely, because we're getting actually more exposure. Without the total eclipse, you're getting exposed to the direct sun rays.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me a little bit more about that. We're actually getting more.
Well, the total eclipse is when the moon gets in the way of the sun and us. And so when it's a partial eclipse, the sun rays still are coming around the moon, so we're getting direct exposure to it. And any direct viewing of the sun can burn our retinas. Now, usually that's quite uncomfortable, but if we have the danger is that when you have the moon partially blocking it, you can actually look at it with a little more comfort, but your eyes are still getting burned.
And is that something you would feel happening?
You wouldn't feel anything. It's painless, and but then you can have irreversible vision loss and blindness from that. So it's very, very important that the public be aware of this. You need to wear proper protection for this, and that's very, very important. Regular sunglasses will not work.
Yeah, a lot of people saying, hey, I'll put 2 pairs of sunglasses on, or I'll just take a quick peek. Any of those work? None
of those work. No matter how dark your sunglasses or how fancy or how much you spent on them, they're not going to work. You have to have sunglasses you have to have special solar eclipse glasses that are meeting an international standard.
And we have some right here,
yes.
Some examples. But I mean, these are just simple paper, but they could make that big of a difference?
Yes, they have to meet an international standard, and you have to be careful that you got ones, because there are a lot of scammers out there. They're very inexpensive. There's a standard called ISO 12312-2.
Okay, and these meet the standard right here, these ones we have right here.
And you can check yours on the website of the American Astronomical Society. That has all the information on legitimate eclipse.
Eyewear, yeah.
Eyewear, yeah.
Absolutely, and it's so interesting to me that they can do so much. What are they doing?
Well, they basically have a polymer in there that basically blocks out the sun's rays to give you enough protection to your eyes. And it's also important to inspect them to make sure they're not scratched or damaged and that they fit properly. If they're too small or too big, that can create problems as well if your eye goes around that. So it's very important to have that protection. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you try to wear these and look through a binoculars or a camera, that's still dangerous, because those lenses highly magnify the image of the sun and can actually penetrate through this. So it's, unless your camera or binoculars or telescope is equipped with a special solar filter as well, you're at risk for damaging your eyes even with these glasses.
And we keep hearing stories pop out over the past few weeks of people who 3 decades later still have the problems from the last time we had an eclipse. So this is really a permanent thing.
It is a permanent thing. It is a permanent thing, and unfortunately there's not any treatment for it. So the best is prevention and following these guidelines.
So these are really important.
Very important. And it's important also to keep in mind that you need to keep them on fully until you move away from looking at the sun. A lot of people will sometimes look and then take them off as they're glancing away, and you can't do that. You also have to be mindful of children to make sure that they're wearing them properly. So, you know, it's an exciting event, but it's very important to be prepared.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Dev. Very important information. We appreciate that so much. And we also have some very important information on our website. We've got a full list of resources for viewing the total solar eclipse. Just head to WCCO.com/eclipse.